everybody. Welcome to our primary class this week.
Happy New Year and happy new primary class.
Yes, it's a brand new year and we're going to be talking a little bit about the Doctrine and Covenants.
Yeah.
But first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Brother Cordell.
And I am Sister Cordell.
And we are just happy to meet all of you. And so I think they should say their name too.
Oh, that would be great. So I'm going to give you some directions. Are you ready? Can you listen? I'm going to count to 3. And at the end of 3, say your name. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sam!
Was that?
I don't know if I could hear him or not.
No, I
One
don't.
more time.
Yeah,
Let's do
okay.
it one more time.
Okay.
Gotta say it really loud now.
Yeah, you ready? And your family can play too. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Sam!
All right.
All right, that was a lot better. That was a
way
lot better. Yeah.
All right, so something about us, just a little something to get to know us a little better. I like to color, and I use all kinds of different pens and stuff. Anyway, I really like to color. What do you like to do?
I like to play golf.
Oh, you do?
That's what I like to do.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah, I know he does. So what do you like to do? Wait a minute. Let's do it again.
I know what they like to do. What?
Well, we're going to count to 3, and everybody tell us what you like to do. Are you ready? Have you thought about what you want to say? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Golf.
Oh, I don't know if it was loud enough. And
Oh, it was loud enough. I heard him.
Oh, you did? What did
Yeah.
you hear?
I heard somebody say they like to play with their brothers and sisters.
Oh, I think I heard somebody say they like to play with Mario.
Ooh. I bet you some of you like to play outside too.
Yeah, and somebody likes to dance.
Ooh.
Well, okay, we have to remind you that this is a video. We can't actually hear you, but your good parents gave us a clue on some of the things that you like to do. Anyway, Brother Cordell, what are we going to talk about this year?
Okay, we are going to talk about the Doctrine and Covenants, and you might wonder,
Yeah, that's really long.
where are the Doctrine and Covenants? Well, if you look at your Book of Mormon, it says Book of Mormon, then it says Doctrine and Covenants. So it's right after the Book of Mormon, we have all of the Doctrine and Covenants, and they're in sections.
That's really hard to say. Was it called something else before?
It used to be called the Book of Commandments.
That would be easier to
But
say.
they call it the Doctrine and Covenants now, and it's in sections, and we're going to talk about section number 1 today.
So who wrote down the sections?
Well, that was when they made a book out of it. They had to divide it into sections, and so they just labeled it by section. But all of the words came from Heavenly Father.
To who?
To Joseph Smith, and he wrote them down. The Lord told him exactly what to say, and he wrote it all down, and it became the Book of Commandments to begin with, and now it's called the Doctrine and Covenants.
There's a game that I think will help us. So I'm going to say something to Brother Cordell, and then Brother Cordell is going to be like the prophet, and he is going to say something to you, and you're going to do it. Okay? Are you ready? Touch your nose.
Okay, everybody, touch your nose.
All right. Did you do it? Okay. Let's see if you can do it again. Raise your hands.
All right, everybody, raise your hands.
All right.
Yay.
Stomp on 1 foot.
Oh my goodness, we got to stomp on 1 foot.
Okay.
All
right. I think we're done.
Yeah.
So that is like the Lord talking to the prophet and the prophet talking to us and us doing those things. Do we have a prophet today?
We do. President Nelson, when he speaks to us in conference and gives us words of wisdom for us. Those words come from our Heavenly Father, and that has happened throughout the ages. Nephi
Oh, yeah.
received revelation or words from the prophet to tell his family.
Moses.
And Moses and
Peter.
There were a lot of people throughout the ages, or prophets, throughout the ages. And
Moroni.
yeah.
He was the
And-
last one that we talked about just last week. Moroni.
And in the Doctrine and Covenants, one of the things the Lord said, and I'd like to read it if I could, it's in verse 38 in section 1. It said, "What I, the Lord, have spoken, I have spoken, and I excuse not myself. And though the heavens and the earth pass away, my word shall not pass away, but shall all be fulfilled, whether by mine own voice or by the voice of my servants. It is the same."
Awesome. So that's just like anytime that the prophet speaks to us, he is speaking to us what Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ would have us know and do. And you mentioned something about getting, we're in this pandemic, and there were some things that the prophet said before.
Yeah, we've been taught for a long time about many things that the prophet said. The prophet said, make sure you have a good food storage. Make sure you don't go into debt. Make sure that you know where your family is at all times, and that you're teaching them to be prepared. And boy, did that come in handy this past year.
Yes, it did.
There were so many people that friends of mine that said, boy, I'm so glad I was prepared.
Yes.
I had some food on storage, or I had toilet paper.
Everybody needed that.
And it's a good thing, we were counseled to make sure that we were prepared. And
So with that, we are going to talk about the Doctrine and Covenants. We introduced ourselves. I'm Sister Cordell and Brother Cordell. We talked about some things that we like to do and some things that you like to do. And then we talked about how the Lord speaks to the prophet, and the prophet speaks to us, and we do those things. So that's what we're talking about this year.
Yep, and we're going to talk more about Joseph Smith in the weeks to come, and all about church history. So
Yeah.
that'll be wonderful. We look forward to seeing you
Yeah.
when we can.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.